Good morning, guys. Well, I did my Tuesday video yesterday. Okay, right. So here's the goal. My wifey said it was a bit too over the top, so yeah, that destabilized everything. So I didn't post it. So I've come back to do another one, and thank God it's Wednesday. And so, what are you going to? No, that doesn't work. So thank God it's Wednesday. When next are you going to make use of this period as the time when you can really work on your mind? That's what you're going to do. So thank God it's Wednesday. I know it's not my normal Tuesday one. This is just me. And hey, I'm not near anyone. This is no one's land, okay? There's no one around here. It's just bare land, okay? So I am social distancing. I'm only close to a tree. So when next are you going to work on your mind? Like, what I want to say now, I want you to listen carefully. It's what has helped me during this period. And if it helps you in any way, just take it on. So these are the key things. I want you to know that where you live, and I got this from Elizabeth Gilbert yesterday. She's a mentor. She wrote a wonderful book which I feel everyone should read. She didn't tell me to advertise this. It's called Big Magic. As a creative, you can read it or you can listen to it on Audible. It changed my life, literally changed my life. So big on you, Elizabeth. You're great. Now, she did a video. You can go to her page and check it out. It's basically where you live right now is not where you live. You live in your mind. So I'm just going to take that. You all know I'm a big guy, a big fan, a big proper what will I call it, give me the word. I'm a big fan of what do I call it, of mindset. Let me just, because I'm lost for words now. Okay, so I'm a big fan of mindset, and I believe we live in our minds, not in our houses or our environment. The main place we live is in our minds. So we've got to be careful to make sure we treat our minds in the best way. And one of the things our minds needs is actually, it needs to feed on things that will keep it motivated, on drive, and, you know, inspired in this period or this kind of period we're in now. And what you can't afford to do to your mind is to fill it up with things that will make you fearful, things that will make you doubtful, things that are going to fill you with so much terror and, you know, so much fear that you're going to think, okay, what's the point of living? I don't need to do anything. When are we going to get out of this? You're going to stop your creativity. Your creativity would take a big knock. Just watch that. You're going to go into what I call freeze mode. I've talked about this in my past videos. You can go on YouTube. Freeze mode is when you can't really do anything because your mind is not settled. What you need now is what I've done, and I've done it from day one, and it's helped me. It hasn't gone smoothly, but it's helped me a big deal. It's basically, I've started writing everything I want to achieve. I write a lot, and then I think on those things. I listen to a lot of amazing books on Audible that have helped my mind. The one that has always helped me is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I can listen to that over and over again. That's good for the mind, okay? What you need is things that will inspire you. So I listen to No Matter What by what's her name? Lisa, I forgot her surname now. That's just what. So No Matter What. There's so many ones, but what am I doing in all this? I'm feeding my mind. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to feed my mind with inspirational stuff, with motivational stuff, with things that will keep me on board. Listen, I hardly listen to the reality in the news. I told you before, I just listen to summaries. In fact, I hear most of what's going on from other people I talk to. It's not that I don't want to know what's going on. It's just that it's not going to help me now. I want you guys to get this point. It's not going to help me now. It's going to stop me from doing anything. It's going to want me to come up with 1,001 excuses why I wouldn't do what I was made to do. And that's where I'm going. So your mind, work on your mind, because the only thing that's going to keep you going is if you find a way to keep creating and doing the things that you did on a normal basis, maybe in a different environment, but you keep doing what you were doing, because that's when your mind will know that things that haven't gone honky-dory. You got to keep going on. So I hope you got that part. Now, once you start feeding your mind with wholesome stuff, the next thing to do, write. I need you to write. I need you to clarify your thoughts. Write, consistently write. Just keep writing. Write what you want. Write what you want to achieve. Write what you want to achieve during this period. Write your goals. Make them vivid. Make them very visible. Make them very captivating. Excite your mind. And that's better than listening to the news and too much of it, because I know they're doing their job to help, but you need to protect your mind. You need to fill your mind with wholesome stuff. This is the only way we're going to get through this. This real battle, like Joyce Meyer said, is the battlefield of the mind. The real effects of this thing is the mind. It's the mind. It's nothing else. When your mind is messed up, you can't do nothing. I'm telling you, you can't operate. You can't do nothing. So please promise me that you're going to keep your mind engaged with things that will lift you up. Motivational stuff, inspirational stuff. You might as well go on YouTube, check all my Thank God It's Tuesdays videos. I've done number 90 now. This 90, I think, 90 of them. Or any other person, or any other speaker, or any other thing. Maybe it's spiritual things that will help you. Anything that will help feed your mind, that will take your mind away from the chaos. It's not that you don't want to face reality. What it is that you want to take care of something that's so precious. The Bible, I believe in the Bible. The Bible says, guide your heart with all diligence, because out of it is the issue of life. I've just paraphrased that. What that means is that you have to guard your heart, your mind, with all diligence. Be careful what you allow in. It's the gateway to everything that is happening at the moment. So please, guys, I know this is a long one. I have the time to rant before I start my tree communion thing. It's basically, do your best to guard your mind. You want to fill it up with great things, with wholesome things, and that's going to keep you engaged. You've got to see great things happening. Look, immediately I got onto this onto this quarantine isolation stuff, I started writing things that were going to happen, and I'm going to share that in later videos. They've already started happening even in isolation. You see, you get what you think about. Your thoughts are filled up with so much energy. You will get exactly what you're thinking about. So at the moment, if you're thinking that things are going to get really bad and you're going to lose this and then you're going to go out and say, even if it's gone bad, but you can think your way out. Look, don't underestimate the power of your thoughts at this point. You will receive things, you will get things, even in this hard period, because your mind is engaged on the highest frequency and on the highest level of you being able to achieve your goals. So I'm going to speak this from my heart at the moment. I pray for your mind, that your mind will be enriched and filled with things that will keep it wholesome. Remember what the Bible says in Philippians chapter 4 verse 8. It specifically tells us things you need to think about. There was a reason for that. And I know there's a lot of reports going on, but one of those verses says what to think about must be a good report. A lot of the reports going on are not good. So even though they might be true, but they might not be good, and they might not be good for your long-term mental health. One of the greatest things that we're going to go through and get through and see through in this time is people recovering from the psychological change that has happened. I want to pray for your minds. Can you keep your minds engaged? If your mind can be intact, I can tell you your creativity will peak during this period. So guys, I'm here, come to do my tree business in a quiet park. This is my little jog period. I'm not against the rules. I believe the rules are here to help us. So take care. And when next are you going to take care of your mind and fill it up with wholesome things than allowing your mind to be invaded by so much of the news, which is, it's okay, but not everything that is okay is good. And not everything that is good is excellent. And I want to keep you at your excellent best as a creative during this period. Thank you, guys. Keep sketching. So thank God it's Wednesday. When next are you going to take care of your mind?